It bounces the way of Jones. This is extraordinary now.
He's having a breakout game.
That's a ripper from Jones.
He's got 3 in the afternoon.
Hey Bombers fans, Dev Smith here. We're lucky enough to be talking to our debutants in this season. It's all thanks to House of Marley, who've been a great sponsor of our footy club. I've got a young gun joining us now, Harry Jones, who's been a lifelong Essendon fan. So we're quite lucky to have him. Yeah, good to have you, H.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for having me.
So Harry, what prepared you for your first AFL game?
I think there was a lot to do before sort of the pre-season I had. It was sort of a bit of a wait. First year was sort of a write-off with my foot and the whole travelling up to the hub and not playing proper games. So I guess putting in a big pre-season before this year was probably the main thing that got me ready for the year.
How much weight have you put on since being drafted?
So I think when I first got drafted, I was 75, like straight off the bat. And then now I think I'm 84, 85, around that mark. So yeah, 9 kilos, 10 kilos or so, which is nice.
Nice. So from your first game, what did you learn? What was the main takeaway?
I think just the pace of it. Like I felt like I haven't really played footy in a while, and it was sort of, I just went out and enjoyed it and had fun, and I guess soaked it up, soaked the experience up, and sort of just tried to enjoy it as much as possible, which I did. And I think unfortunately we didn't get the win in my first game, but it was just a great experience to play with the boys, and I guess such a big build up, and then to finally play was great.
Harry Jones on debut, beautiful take, turn Frost inside and line kick. What about that, Harry Jones, for your first touch in the big game? Clean as a whistle, turned beautifully. What about the execution of the skill inboard?
Is there a certain moment in your debut or that week that you remember the most? Or, you know, I remember even for me, post my first game, just how quick the game was and playing against people I idolised, how cool that was.
Yeah, I think that's obviously awesome to play against. I think I was on Sean Burgoyne at one stage. I was like, almost played 400 games. It was like pretty crazy to look at him. But I think the main thing was sort of telling mum and dad that I'm going to play my first game. That was sort of, I guess, a proud moment, and sort of their reaction. I think that was, the best part of it. And then also running out for the first time with all the boys, and just sort of that feeling and that energy that sort of brings is, I haven't really had that before. So yeah, that was really enjoyable.
Tracks the boundary line, pops it back inside 50, Harry Jones. Up down the gut watch anymore. It might be a younger brother there, I suspect.
Have you been surprised of how well you've come into the scene and the year to date? Obviously the injury's a bit disappointing, but obviously you've kicked a lot of goals and been very important for us for a second year player. Yeah,
a little bit. I think, like I said before, I just take each game as it comes, and I guess try not to focus on sort of disposals and how many goals I do kick. It's just about playing that team role and just bringing energy and having fun with the boys, because there's nothing better running out and coming off after a win. It's the best feeling.
Is there a particular song or type of music you listen to game day? House of Marley obviously are great with us and provide headphones that all the boys use. So I know for me it's the techno beats and that, and I'm a little bit old school, but yeah, certainly us at Essendon, we use music a lot. Is there something particular for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think car ride there, I was with Langers and Snell, and I think we were just bumping tunes all the way there. And then once you get into the rooms, it's sort of a great sort of feeling with Drapes or Jaden's normally on the speaker, and they're playing, like you said, techno. That's sort of the go-to before a game, get you up.
So Marley have been good enough this year for each mark we take, we plant 5 trees. So have you got any idea in your debut game how many marks you took and how many trees you've planted?
I had a few shots, didn't kick any though. So I reckon maybe 5.
Correct.
Is that right?
Did you read my script?
No, I actually didn't. I was going to guess because I had a couple set shots from marks and then maybe one up the ground.
So 25 trees, not bad.
25 trees, that's great. Environment.
Thanks for joining us today, Harry. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Cheers.
Hope the Bombers fans got to know you a little bit better.
Hopefully. Thank you.